Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Life on a Budget with D. This is the channel where I share with you, well, my life on a budget. Before I get started, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I made my own little thank you song to all those of you who out there in the YouTube universe who have subscribed, who like, who comment, and interact with me on my channel. I would like to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for participating. I'm so happy you're here. Okay, today's video is gonna be a budget with me, but before I get into my budget for this month, I got my first real question when it comes to budgeting. And I'm going to ask this viewer a question. Now, when she originally asked this question, I start typing, like, what do you call it? Like vomit typing. I was so excited about the question. I was like, I don't know if I really answered it the best way I could have. So today I'm gonna go over my calendar with her, or y'all gonna watch me as I do it, because it was more so about a cash stuffing schedule type of question. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so I'm not sure how this whole viewership thing goes. So I didn't show her name because I didn't ask her. So I don't know how this works, but it's on the YouTube universe. It's there. If you was to pass the video, you will see the question. So it's out there. So I decided to do like a little segment based on the question, and I'm going to read it, and here it goes. My husband is paid weekly on Fridays, but I'm paid bi-weekly, the 15th in the last day. So should we do our stuffing on Fridays and budget weekly, or just ignore my pay until next Friday? Or do we need to stuff 6 times a month? So I took a picture of it. As you can see, it's dying out. Okay. So that is the question, and I'm gonna try my very best to answer it properly, because I got so excited when I saw my first question, and I was like, man, did I really help her? And I really want to be of service to you. So thank you for the question. Okay, so her concern is about how often she's supposed to stuff. Is she supposed to ignore her pay until Friday? So I'm not sure how far you are in the budgeting journey. So I don't know if you budget by paycheck. I don't know if you do that method. I don't know if you budget monthly. So I'm not sure how far you are into the budgeting game. But if you are, I do recommend that you budget on a weekly basis. That is correct. Cash stuffing. Now, in my response in the last video to you, I sat there and said it depends if what time the money comes into the bank account and the time that you have to take the money out from the ATM. So I scratch that. When I thought more about the question, I say it really depends on your cash envelopes and your sinking funds. See, how it works here with sinking funds, you can stuff that as often as you want to. You can break it down on a weekly basis, bi-weekly basis, or a monthly basis. They're sinking funds. As long as you have the willpower to not take that money and spend it, you can make stuffing your sinking funds however you want. You don't have to necessarily stuff 6 times in a month. Now, when it comes to your cash envelopes, that's more towards your groceries, beauty, home supplies, toiletries. You're gonna need that on a weekly basis. So I would say for that, you may want to budget or stuff on a weekly basis. So that's how I will handle that. So it's up to you on how often you want to stuff, what works best for your schedule. But I think that the most important thing to routine is your cash envelope, but definitely stuff your sinking funds, but you got to find the rhythm that works best for your schedule. So I'm gonna give you an example here. What I did for myself is that I start paying attention to the pattern of my payments and stuff like that, and I'm just give you some inspiration. So I'm a person, or I'm a budgeter who use a 2 calendar system. One calendar is based on schedules, and the other calendar is based on paycheck assignments. Today is Tuesday, and I was a little bit behind schedule, and I just took care of my wrap up. I'm gonna show you that on my other calendar. I'm gonna X these out because this is completed. Done. Okay. So let me explain what I say, what I'm saying. Okay, so this is my calendar. Okay, so I'm just give you a little inspiration on creating your own cash stuffing schedule if you may want one. I mean, it's a budgeting schedule. So what I typically do is that I identify my weeks according to what works best for me. Like, for example, I get paid every Friday. So for me, when I'm trying to document what's going on with my bills or my spending or anything like that, I have to create a pay week for me that works best for me. So I technically told myself that the beginning of a week starts on Saturday and ends on a Friday. So Friday the 16th would be the end of this week. Okay, so that's how it works for me. Okay. Typically at the beginning of the week, mostly on Monday, I would do my budget with me for that particular week. So this budget with me, which is week 3 that we're working on today, will be for paycheck that's going to be on the 16th. Now on Tuesday, I do my transfers. So what I mean by that, some of the funds that I use to pay bills, I don't use cash. I use electronic, and I have to distribute the funds to different bank accounts so my bills can be paid or my sinking funds need to be taken care of, etc. So whatever my budget actual was here or what budget I had up here has to be in full completion right here. So what I'm doing is that whatever I plan for this week, I'm wrapping it up on week 3 to make sure that the transfers and stuff has been fully completed. That's what I do. So once I have my budget with me set up, my transfers are good, I technically could go to the ATM as soon as my budget is complete, but Wednesday will be a perfect time for me to get the cash out and cash stuff. Thursday, I have nothing going on but just to update any transaction I probably make for the day. And then on Friday is when I would do like my budget actuals. I said Saturday, but I could do it Friday or Saturday. It doesn't matter. I do my budget actuals and I make the bank transfers. So by the time these transfer hit, it would be hit by Tuesday. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions on how my schedule is set up, or if it gave you any type of inspiration on how you're going to set up your cash stuffing system as part of your budgeting process, let me know. How do you do it? But yeah, so I use 2 calendars. This is for my paycheck assignments, and this is just for schedule when my bills are due, schedule how I'm going to do my cash stuffing, my budgeting for the week. It's all here on this calendar, and I hope that information helped. Now it's time to budget. Okay, for this week, it is a very short budget. It is hardly nothing going on as much for this week. Now the question is, where is my calculator? Where is that calculator? My handy dandy assistant. I call my calculator my handy dandy assistant. So what it looked like for this week, I don't have much to stuff. That's what it looked like. But we're gonna go down the list real quick. This week I am going to be making $510 for my main income. It is the only main income source I'll be using for this month. I keep saying month, a week. So I have it calculated here. This is my paycheck / deposit assignment sheet. This is filled out because I do my budget by paycheck depending on each inflow I have. I break it all the way down. I'm very detailed with my budget because, like I said, through my divorce, I had a lot of financial trial and tribulation. So when I tell you that all my pennies have a place, your girl is not playing with you all her penny has a place. All of it. All of them. They all mean something to me. So let me just break it down. I budget for the month. Now, I technically normally don't use this page, but since I started doing videos, I just did it this way because I know a lot of people are familiar with this format, but I kind of like it though. I ain't gonna lie. I budget by the month. Then I budget by the inflow. Then I break it down and break down each inflow, and then I budget by paycheck or deposit. Once I budget by the paycheck and deposit, I take the information from all the previous pages, and I have a 2-calendar system. First calendar is paydays and due dates, and then I use this to also look at my budgeting schedule or my cash stuffing schedule. And then here, as when I use the paycheck slash deposit assignments, that's all come from here. I take this information from this calendar, and then I break down each week with the information I have. And that's how I do it. So this week is definitely just my main income source. So this is going to be a quick and easy budget. We're gonna go down the line, and you know how I do it. I will make sure I tally up each box, and then we're gonna calculate on down. You know, I was gonna use my handy dandy calculator, but if it's already calculated from the week previously, I could just copy. So I'm just putting these numbers in. Very simple budget with me. It's a short one. I'm expected to have $33.57 when everything is done right. Okay, so let's start from the top. So my main income source is $510. For my TTI, that's my taxes and investment. I stopped doing my investment for now until I pay off my car loan. Okay, so that would be a total of $131.43. 510 subtract 131.43. Really, 510 subtract 131.43 equals $378.57. Then we go down here. I'm only doing my car insurance, and that's $200. Do you see that? $224. I still didn't come around and find some insurance. I need some good insurance. So subtract 224. I'm left with $154.57. Then I go down here for my 4 walls. The only 4 walls I gotta take care of for this week is gas, and that's only $32. And I'm left with $122.57. Up here, you see, okay. Up here is my fund money. That is for my living expenses. That's basically my cash stuffing. And it's only $44 I'm giving myself for this week. So I'm left with $78.57. So right here, I'm supposed to be left with $33.57. Subtract 33.57. That's a total of $45. Then that means something must be missing. So what I would do in this situation, okay, so I'm gonna go back to my budget by paycheck. This is week 3. $45. My gym. Haha. I found you. You see why I love this sheet? Okay, you see how I love this sheet? I love it. I was able to identify that something was missing, and it was my gym that's due on the 22nd. So I'm gonna have to go back. So I'm gonna, can I see that still? So I'm gonna erase this right here, and I'm gonna put gym due on the 22nd, and it is supposed to be $45. So we're going to erase this right here. So $45 right here. So I put it on current bills because it's not a 4-wall, so it goes under current bill. So $122.57 subtract 45 equals $77.57. Subtract the 44, that's $33.57, And at the end, I'm supposed to have a monthly rollover of $33.57, like I said up here. My budget with me is completed. Now, as you can see, I don't cash stuff my fun money. I have a card for that, but I do cash stuff my, what is this thing called? Taxes. And I normally do just the $78. I don't do the 3 cents. And I'm not cash stuffing this week. So what I'm gonna do with this cash stuffing, I'm gonna say to the next week. And I'm gonna cash stuff for the next week for that. Go bam! So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the 78 times 2. And that's gonna be 156. This is my video for today, you guys. I thank you so much for tuning in with Life Under Budget with D. It was so much fun sharing this time with you. I'm not gonna hold you. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please, if you found any value, click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you will not miss a video. So I am closing up shop. I thank you guys for watching, and thank you once again, viewer, for that question. I hope it has helped you. Until next time, you guys, take care. Bye-bye.